I'm shocked. Everything broke like 5 minutes before I had to start. Welcome to Shining Tuesday. It's been a while. Been so long. I don't remember what we were doing last time. I hope you can hear me. Everyone's being quiet. Oh, hi, Jessica. Hi, Jaspertine. Thank you for the sub. I was happy to hear that the sub audio is not looping anytime you can't actually see it. So that's nice. Is anyone else here? Or is it just you two? Is Alpha streaming against me again? The most charmingest game in the series. I've never been called that, but I'll take it. Hi, Scoop Joey. All right. Listen. We got a month left in the year. We are $900 away from our goal for Extra Life. I know I'm just talking to the people who already donated a ton of money, but I'm bringing it up anyway. We still need a little bit more. We're not there yet. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Let's do this thing. $900 big ones. Can you actually hear the game? You can. Okay. I'm always here to continue my adventure. I don't seem to remember saying that, Namava. How we doing here? Status. Fully healed. Got a fair amount of gold. I seem to remember checking on weapons and armor and finding out that there was nothing worth getting yet. So, we're going to just go in. And get back to the Cave of Truth. I was trying to set up my BitDo controller to work with the SG, and for some reason my M30 or whatever it is doesn't have a sync button. This controller right here is supposed, from what I can tell, it's supposed to have a sync button right there, and it doesn't. I don't know if it's an older version or a newer version, but all I know is I can't sync it to my to the receiver I bought. Okay, Namava, you brought up Small World. I'm gonna tell a little bit of a sad story. And I don't know if I mentioned this before I left, but a very good friend of mine, he and his wife, I used to work with them at two different companies actually, and anyway, he his son, his 21-year-old son, passed away suddenly a couple weeks ago. It was like meningitis. So anyway, I found that out, and it just so happened that this guy, Peter is his name, one of the things that we had in common was we both really loved, he and his family went to Disney World a lot. It was just a thing for them. They went like every few years, I think. They've been taking their son there. He was their only son. They've been taking their son there since he was very young. And so that happened, and I reached out to him and, you know, sort of was trying to comfort him however you can in a situation like that. And his son's memorial service was actually the weekend that we left for Disney. So I couldn't make it. And I reached out to him and said, like, you know, but I know that I know he really loved Disney World. Is there anything I can do right? Like, is there anything you want me to do for him while I'm down there? And he came back and just said, go ride It's a Small World and make a wish for him. So that's what I did. So it didn't drive me crazy. I was a little bit choked up the whole time I was on it. You asked. Tough doesn't even begin to describe it. I mean, like, I can't imagine going through something like that. And I mean, I come from a family where we lost my little brother when he was 1.5 or 2. So my parents have been through that. And I know that, that happened in the early 80s. And I know right up until my dad passed away 3 years ago, he couldn't talk about my youngest brother without tearing up. I mean, like, that pain doesn't go away. And to have it be their only child, I just can't even fathom what that would be like. Yes, Nineveh. And I imagine that's true. Jesus, this thing still beats the hell out of us. Might actually make more sense to walk around it. Although we can't. You have to fight this thing every time. Anyway, sorry to bring down the stream like right off the bat, but you mentioned that. And even that didn't ruin the trip. I mean, it was a good trip. It was just, it actually, my aunt who we took with us, Small World was the only thing she wanted to go on because that's what her memories are. And so, yeah, anyway, we were going to go on it anyway, obviously. A fun Disney story. So my kids are 15, 13, and 10. And my youngest is still a little bit scared about any rides that are fast or dark. So that was sort of a constant, not struggle, but it was just something that we had to, deal with. And anyway, this is a great example of one of the things I love about Disney World. Because I have a similar story from back when we went like 7 years ago. But anyway, we went to Dinosaur, which is in Animal Kingdom, and it's a scary ride for a little one. So my aunt, who was in an electric vehicle like a scooter the whole time, she couldn't go on it anyway. And my youngest didn't want to go on it because she was a little bit scared of it. But of course, going on the rides, leaving them outside, that's a fair amount of time because if you're not in a lightning lane, the waits can be quite long. So the wait was like a half an hour just to get into the ride. Anyway, when we came back out, I found Izzy kneeling down in front of the sign for the ride with another little one. And they had created a dinosaur using flower petals. And like just sort of the silhouette of a dinosaur on the pavement using flower petals. And it was because there was a cast member, it was one of the cleaning crew, who he had a bag of flower petals for some reason. I mean, he might have been pruning the flowers or something, I guess. And he had gone to Izzy and this other little one and said, like, do you want to help me make a dinosaur on the ground? So they sort of got to do something fun while they were waiting. So it was really cool. But stuff like that happens all the time. Like, the cast members, the crew there are, I've never had a bad experience there ever with the cast members. They're all very friendly and like just willing to bend over backwards to help. Like I remember when we went 7 or 8 years ago, the last time we went, and my kids were much smaller, obviously. There was one day that was just so hot, and we had sort of ducked under some shade at one point at Magic Kingdom, and there was a cast member there. There was a bunch of little kids who were there too, trying to cool off, and so like there's a cast member that happened to be there, and she had bubbles, and she came over and she just blew bubbles and played with like the whole group of kids for like half an hour, just to keep them occupied and take their minds off the heat. Hey, Conan. But yeah, overall, I mean, great trip. He didn't let you seduce him? And we did character dining for our last night in Animal Kingdom, and Goofy was the second one to come over to our table, so I got to tell Goofy that he was my favorite. I absolutely had a one-night stand with Goofy. Oh, you're talking about Jessica. We both did. I might be lost. I think this is... Okay, yeah, I know where I am. I did. So I thought it was interesting that right like 2 days before we left, they announced that Bob Iger, I think is his name. Hey, Night Attack. Bob Iger, yeah, is taking back over as CEO. Because one of the things that I'd heard is that the previous CEO, along with the whole thing about animation that the internet went crazy over, is that he had not done the parks any favors. And I mean, one thing I will say for sure is that it was more expensive than it ever has been. But my big thing about it, and again, this is like we still had a great time, but the whole thing is run on reservations now. Like for any restaurant that's not a quick service, like you need to make your reservations like 2 months out. And even then, you're lucky if you get anything you want. There are no reservations otherwise. If you're any closer than 2 months, you will not get one. Same thing for like the Droid Factory and building your lightsaber. We wanted to do that. I had no idea that it was a reservation thing. And it's the same thing with lightning lanes. Like because Genie Plus is a thing now, which is like their new lightning lane system, when you're using it, it's fantastic. When you're not using it, it's created this situation where the standby lines are so long that it's not worth doing. So my only real complaint about the trip is that we were just running from, like, we paid for the lightning lanes for most days, and we were just running from like lane to lane. It was great that we didn't have to wait in line forever, but like really with Animal Kingdom, it really hit home was that like Animal Kingdom, I think even more than but really all the parks at Disney World, they're built in such a way that you kind of, at least I do, like you kind of want to experience them sort of, I don't know what the word is. Like you want to walk in and you just want to sort of be able to take it all in, right? Like in Magic Kingdom, you walk down Main Street, there's so many nice little touches. The parks have been built in such a way that there's so many nice touches. Like, you know, one of the music groups will have a performance going. You might not even know that it was going to happen. Or like you look up in the windows and there's all these like cool little sort of hidden messages and jokes, and like there's names of all the different Imagineers who have offices on Main Street and stuff like that. Or Animal Kingdom, I think, is built really in that sense, in that like when you go into Animal Kingdom, you're walking through the paths spread out, and there's a bunch of wildlife, the birds mostly, that you can stop and take a look at. Like there's different pens, or like there's an otter pen that we walked by that you just, it's not necessarily anything on a map, but like organically is the word. When you can't go through the park organically because any ride you want to stop at is a 2-hour wait, then it's all based on reservations. So it's like, well, we spent a lot of our times crisscrossing the parks. And like Epcot, another great example. I mean, with Epcot, you want to do like the world showcases. We didn't do that because we were running from Lightning Lane to Lightning Lane. So it just, it was still a good trip, and we saw a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, but it just, we didn't get to organically experience the parks themselves. And it kind of hit me on the last day that was the thing. And then like the second time we went to Hollywood Studios, because we did Hollywood Studios twice, we did Lightning Lanes for the Star Wars stuff. Like Rise of the Resistance is unreal. It's so good. And what's the ride that's in the Millennium Falcon? Anyway, you're in the Millennium Falcon. If you're an old nerd, there's like, that's just the coolest thing in the world. Just standing next to it was amazing. Like all that was great. We did Lightning Lanes, but then the second day we were there, I decided I didn't want to pay for Lightning Lanes again, because Lightning Lanes, Genie Plus, is something you pay for over and above admission to the park. And like, so I didn't want to do it the second day. And it was like, well, we have three main rides we wanted to do. No, 2 main rides we had wanted to do in Hollywood Studios the second day. One was Tower of Terror, and one was Slinky Dog Rush, I think it's called. It's a roller coaster. It's a Toy Story themed roller coaster. Tower of Terror was down most of the day, which was another problem that I'd never experienced before. Is the ride's going down all the time. And then Slinky Dog is so popular that at one point the standby line was 3 hours. We were just like, no, I'm not. I would rather do nothing than stand in line for 3 hours. So it's it really smacked of, and the ride's going down a lot, really smacked of cost saving, which with Disney, it's like, really? Like, you're a ridiculously huge, successful company. Maybe this is a little much. But again, I'm complaining way more and making it sound like it wasn't as much fun as it was. It was great. Don't get me wrong. Like, we had a fantastic time. But, yeah, there were just little bits and pieces that were kind of like, Cave of Truth. Sorry, I'm bringing up the right map here. And the other thing I will say is, like Galaxy's Edge, my skin was tingling, because when you get there, if you enter from the front of the park, you go through this archway, through this like cave. No, Emma, but Tower of Terror is still Tower of Terror. You go through like this cave, and then you step out into like an outpost in the Star Wars universe. And it's so cool. Like, everything just looks amazing. Everything is themed. Everything's in character. Like, even like the little kiosks for drinks and stuff, like they're all built to look like they belong in a galaxy far, far away. Like, even the I have a picture of it somewhere. Like the soft drinks are in like little themed. They're in like spherical containers, and like even the logos have been reworked. Like, you can still tell it's a Coca-Cola logo, but it's it looks like something you would see in a Star Wars movie. Actually, you know what? I have that somewhere around here. I'll have to go find that a little bit later. And then the same thing, like, I'm not a big Avatar fan in the least, but they have a Pandora area in Animal Kingdom now, and it's the same thing. It's just completely themed from top to bottom to look like an outpost that's been built on an alien planet. Like, even when you cross the bridges, and it looks like it's a reclaimed outpost because it's sort of supposed to all exist after the first movie. So, like, you know, the concrete barriers on the side of a bridge look like those like temporary concrete barriers you would get if there was like road construction happening, and they're like slightly misplaced sometimes, and like there's the metal parts of the bridge are like decayed, and like there's areas where there's holes in them, and then inside there you can see like there's little plants growing inside. Like, the whole idea is that like the planet's reclaiming, and it's just all built like that. And at night it's all iridescent because the whole thing with Pandora is like the bioluminescence and stuff like that. Like, it's just so cool, so well done. Like, even down to, I'm going to keep going, even down to, like, if you've been to Disney and you've ever used your, like, the near field communication, like, bracelets, so you would just wave them in front of, like, a sensor, and, like, those sensors are usually Disney themed. Like, they have a Mickey Mouse head. They're little silver sensors with a ring around them, a light up ring around them, and a Mickey head. But if you're in Pandora, they're actually themed to the company that's reclaimed the outpost, ACE. So I have a picture of this too. They have little ACE logos on them, and I believe in Galaxy's Edge it's the same thing. They're actually themed to something Star Wars. Magic bands, yes, that's what I'm thinking. I didn't say hello, Bruce. Hi, Bruce. They did, yeah. I have so many pictures of them with just gigantic smiles on their faces. It was magical. No, like I said, I don't want to sound like I didn't have I had a great time. It just, like, I was talking to my ex-wife because she came over to visit, you know, to see the kids, obviously, after we got back. And I mean, her family are huge Disney fanatics. And I mean, we went there on our honeymoon, and I went there after that to for Extra Life United, and then we went again like 8 years ago, and then we've gone again now. And like I said, I'm not trying to sound negative because it's still an amazing place, and I still had an amazing time, and so did my kids. But like I said to her, like, it feels like the quality has started to erode a little bit. Customer service is still amazing, and like the Disney bubble is still great, but it's just little things that I'm hoping now that Bob Iger is back as CEO, that'll change back to more like what it was. Yeah, I knew I'd already opened that one. Sorry, I'm rediscovering this level. They did set a high bar, Jessica. That's absolutely true, which means it's easier to see the cracks, right? But I mean, it's stuff that, like, if you went to Canada's Wonderland or something, or like a Six Flags. I've never been to a Six Flags, but I'd say it's still well above most of those other places. It's just, like you said, Jessica, they've set the bar so high for themselves. Yeah, Canada's Wonderland. Yeah, me too, Bruce. I think the reliance on reservations. I don't know how you fix it. The reliance on reservations and reliance on Genie Plus. If they're going to keep doing that, they need to reduce the price of admission to the parks. That's the biggest thing. Like, it's already really expensive to get in the park, and then it's like, if you're not going to pay the extra on top of it, then you're going to be in lines for 6 hours of your day. Yeah, exactly. And that's what it feels like. Well, that was just it. Like, when we made our reservations 6 months in advance, because that's when they open. 60 days in advance. That's when they open up when you're staying on the park. And we didn't get anywhere we wanted to go. I mean, not that we didn't like the restaurants we went to, but like the big one we wanted to do was Space 220, and it was gone. Like 5 seconds into the reservations for my week opening up, it was gone. Same thing with like buying Lightning Lanes at Epcot. We never got to ride Frozen or Remy's ride because the Lightning Lane just never opened. It was sold out all day long. Right, Nemeva, it is, totally. I've never been to Canada's Wonderland, by the way. Thank you, Ned. I was playing Plague Tale Requiem earlier today. I've got to be close to the end of that game. I think I'm in chapter 10? A woven robe. I don't think that's better than anything I have. In fact, I already know it's not. Oh, Joey, I thought you finished it. That's... You know what? I think that speaks to your playing habits in that since I knew you were playing it, I just assumed you'd finished it. Really? Only 2/3? Holy God. I mean, I'm still enjoying it, but man, that's long for that, because the game feels like it's wrapping up at this point. The story feels like it's wrapping up. I will say though, the section I played today was like, it was like peak Plague Tale, because I moved through this area where there were a ton of rats, and I was just using all my tricks to like guide enemies into, to sneak around and to guide enemies into hordes of rats or to trap them in places and stuff. And it was just like yeah, today when I was playing, it's like this is where this game shines. Like, this is what this game is all about. I think I'm poisoned. Who's poisoned? It'd be nice to see that on the screen. Stewie is. I'd love to get to, however you say, Live Alive. I'd love to play that too, but I'm not. I don't think I'm going to get to that this year at all. I want to play Ragnarok, but I didn't play through God of War 2018, and I feel like I kind of have to. Oh yeah, Sonic Frontiers. I started playing that before I left. I forgot I had that. Still trying to get through Atari 50. There's so much there. I still haven't even gotten through the arcade section. Do I have an angel feather? I do. Okay. I know that there are like 3D print, I don't know what you call them, schematics out there to create like a paddle style add-on for like an Xbox controller to treat it more like, make it feel more like a paddle control. I gotta find one for the PlayStation because man, I cannot play those paddle games with a analog stick. I just can't do it. I suck at them. Because same thing, like I love Breakout, but I'm so bad at it using an analog controller. Yeah, Keenet, I'm the same way. I love the Harry Potter books and the movies, and I so want to play that game, but I just can't bring myself to support her in any way at this point. Namavit, that's because it's old math. I don't even know if we're going to make any progress tonight. Right. Jesus, I'm poisoned again. This time Pyra. Okay, I don't remember if I got this chest. Oh no, I know we did because we fought the ghost enemy before, right? I think we fought the ghost enemy before. Let's go this way and find out. Amen to that, Jessica. I have the internet. It's a hard life staring at all those chests. Gets hard. Oh, I haven't seen one of these in a while. Let's blaze, just like Keenad. That was a pretty effective spell. Milo has to go up a level soon. Thanks, Cornhusker. I had no idea we were playing tomorrow. Oh my god, Namava. It was so cold when we got here. We weren't ready for it. It got really cold when we were down there, too. Like, Wednesday was really warm, and then Thursday was so cold. I mean, cold for those of us who... All we had were, like, light hoodies and shorts and T-shirts. But we got really lucky with the weather because, like, the week before we went, there was a hurricane. And I think, well, the day we left, it poured. And it was supposed to pour for, like, 3 days straight. We didn't have any more than a drizzle one day while we were there. Which is weird for Florida, right? So, yeah, we got really lucky with the weather. Like I said, all in all, it was a really great trip. Did we defeat that ghost? I don't remember what we did. Here goes Milo. Yeah, if you're at all worried about COVID, be prepared. No one down there masks. I shouldn't say no one. There were some people we saw masking, but for the most part, we were the only ones. And we were pretty lax about it too, to be honest. I thought we were going to get one of those. No, you know what? I didn't see any kind of... I didn't experience any, and I didn't see any kind of like altercation about that sort of thing at all. But see, you got to remember, I had this conversation with one of the developers on one of my teams today. So they were saying how they wanted to take their little one down to Disney sometime, but they, didn't want to deal with. They're really nervous about stuff like people walking around armed. But the thing is we were on the resort. We stayed on the resort, and you're definitely in a bubble there. I mean, it's not that you don't see people like that, but it's not, you're not in Florida proper. You're in Disney. So, I mean, our experience, the only time we were outside of the Disney bubble was in the Orlando airport. I was working on that video today before the stream. It's going slower than I want it to. But I can usually say that about all my videos, so. I have the opening of the script done. I'm working on some summaries of the games that weren't on the Genesis Mini 2, but are on the Mega Drive Mini 2. And then I want to write quick blurbs about the 6 new games. I don't know when it'll be done. I need to get back in the groove on that stuff. Ha! Joey. I can finish Mansion of Hidden Souls, no problem. Sewer Shark takes a little longer sometimes. Did you finish Mansion of Hidden Souls? You know what? That game's worth playing once. I don't think it was a game that needed to be on Genesis Mini 2, but I kind of liked it the first time. And then on the Saturn, the updated version. And then Lunacy, which I think is technically a follow-up. One time each. It's not bad for what it is. I wouldn't call it a good game. It is fascinating. Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. I already opened that one too. Dun. Oh, Clay Fighter's terrible. Here we go. Gotta love Sewer Shark. Is that you saying you're coming to Halifax? Jessica. I don't know, you should ask Phil. My favorite Phil joke about about not doing the show the other night was that he had to go back to the office. I think we got pretty far into this dungeon now that I'm looking here. So I think we got the next chest as well. Did we get the false idol? We did. Okay. Maybe we got a lot further in here than I remembered. Well, Keenan, let me know. Let me know when you're coming down. We still need to complete that purchase too. So if you're coming down, bring that with you. But I mean, if I'm around, I'll definitely go see some movies. Get a donaire. These are mummies, right? So Blaze should work really well on these guys, I would think. You go, Pyra. You go, girl. Oh, it's that soon? I might not be available that quickly. Sorry. Let me know. Let me know when you're in town. You guys are always invited for movies and donaires. Yeah, I saw Knives Out. It was great. There should be. See, Jessica's got the right idea. My company's invited all the employees and their families to see the new Disney movie. It was Strange World this Sunday. Ooh, Stewie went up a level. I'll be honest, I don't know. I told my kids too, and they were like, "Oh, okay." I don't know anything about it. Yeah. Well, so this weekend. Trying to remember what's going on this weekend. I mean, there's just a lot going on this weekend. Next weekend, I'm actually in New Brunswick for a tournament. But then after that, I mean, weirdly enough to say this, things should slow down a bit, even though we're getting closer to Christmas. I think. Glass onion. That funky onion. Do need to get my tree up at some point. At Galaxy's Edge, when you buy stuff, they even refer to dollars as credits. They never ever say it's like X number of dollars when you buy something. It's X number of credits. And the debit machine screens are all themed too. That's funny, Namava. I've almost started Christmas shopping. This is a trap chest. Let's heal. What's screen do? Sure, why not? Yikes. Oh, you suck. That's bull. Well, I guess we're leaving. I'll get that chest done anyway. Let's go out and see what we can do about buying some items. God, it's been an hour. Doesn't feel like it. It's been nice talking to you guys. It's been too long. And we're definitely getting to the high experience points now. Okay, so let's... What do we have for items here? He's got a sword, bronze shield, fur hood, bronze armor, staff, hemp robe, shield, and fur hood. We need to sell the woven robe. We got 2 angel feathers. I should sell one of those. Yeah, it's on Genesis. Yeah, this is 1991. I think it came here in 1992, but it came out in 1991 in Japan. I could be wrong about it coming here in 1992. It's happened. Okay, so let's go look at weapons. So, my main character has a long sword. Milo has a sword. And Pyra has a wood staff, which is, by the way, the weapon we bought her at the very beginning of the game. Oh, Jaspertine, I mean, that's... And that's not to disparage, like... Phantasy Star 2 or 3 because I liked the way Phantasy Star 2 looked. 3 was a little bit rough, but that was one of the things that really drew me to this. Is like, man, these look like cartoons compared to that stuff. Okay, so my main character has a longsword. So I have all those weapons. I have the best ones I can buy. What deals? Long spear. Oh, I almost have enough for that. Or a morning star. Who can use that long spear? It really is. Like, it totally set a new standard on this. Morning Star is a plus 18, which isn't better than anything I have right now. Long spear, though, is better than the longsword, and everybody can use it. Okay. It's a lot of money, though. Okay. Good to know. Probably our next run we'll be able to get that. So, okay, let's go look at... I'm going to try to do this one at a time. Let's look at... no, not use. Okay. Let's look at... so Stu's got a breastplate. Milo's got a bronze armor. And Pyra's got a hemp robe. Everybody try to remember that? Breastplate, bronze armor, hemp robe. So Stu's got the best thing he can. Milo's got breastplate. Milo's got bronze armor. Oh! Bronze armor is better than the breastplate, and the main character can use it too. I think I should buy that then. And then... Can she use chainmail? No. Pyra can use the leather robe. Not the leather armor, though. Yes, she can. She can use leather armor. Which is better than the fur robe. Okay, or the hemp robe. Okay, so I need to get her leather armor. And I need to get my main character bronze armor. Let's look for deals here. No special deals. Yes. Sell. No, I don't want to sell anything else. Actually, yes I do. No. Want to buy... Bull. What? Stupid effing fact. No. Yes, I'd like to rebuy my hemp robe. Can she use the breastplate? Nope. I'm really irritated. That was a waste of money. Yes. Guess I should try to buy this stuff first. Well, at least the hero character. Alright, now, let's see what we got here. Milo has a bronze shield. Pyra has a wood shield. Main Gauche and a Madu. Madu, I think, is an offhand weapon, right? That's a plus 15 that Milo can use. It has a 20 armor factor. That's just a shield, though. Is that better than, let's see, 20 armor factor versus... His current shield's better. I think. It's a bronze shield. Actually, it's not. Shields. She can't use a bronze shield. The next shield she can use is a magic shield. At this rate, we're not going to have enough time for another run. Okay, so... Look at that. His armor goes up and his weapon factor goes up. Fantastic. Okay, what are we wearing for helmets? Ooh, we get a warm hug. How much was it? I didn't see. $50. Thank you, Anonymous. Bronze helm. He's wearing a fur hood. And she's wearing a fur hood. So bronze helm and 2 fur hoods. Let's back in one more time. First of all, we're going to sell this extra shield. Deals. Helmets. Magic hood. Oh, we can't afford it. Iron helm. Who can use that? Just the hero. That's definitely better than what he's got. Which is the bronze helmet. Who can use the bronze helmet? Just the hero. Okay. Well, yes. Okay, that was a successful shopping trip. Let's go save and go do another quick run in here. Nope. Alright. Let's fight some slimes. Sorry, ooze. Slimy ooze. Get our asses kicked by this wall. What? That's some bull. Hey, Milo actually hit him that time. Ooh, one turn. Still got 2 hits in. I never saw the movie or the show. Nope. When there's trouble, you call DW. Get dangerous. There was a Darkwing Duck shirt there that my kids tried to talk me into buying, and I didn't do it. I should have. because I am the terror that flaps in the night. That faps in the night. It's inappropriate. Ned. That must be why I didn't buy it. My daughter was upset with me that I didn't get anything that had Hercules branding on it because I love the Hercules movie. Didn't see much there, to be honest. Yes, I do. Did anyone just notice that my main character went before all of these enemies? That's weird. Yikes. Well, no, I know it wasn't recent, but still, neither was Darkwing Duck. Right? God. See if we can get to the stairway. Nope. We're not even going to get back to where we were. Hail Hydrax. Oh, I thought it would take them out. It took out some of them. There it is. No, I'm not. I'm playing East 3 on the Genesis. That's the only version I have. Wanderers from Wise. The same. Will you guys be away eating? Forget which way I was facing. I think this is it. Should be a right turn. Yep. Okay. Leave early. Get into an argument over politics and leave early. That's how you're supposed to do it. I know how American Thanksgiving works. Get into an argument early, like the second you walk in the door. Come on, do I have to think of everything? Just walk in and shout, boy, that Genghis Khan had some pretty good ideas. They'll just make you leave right away. Biden is a Russian accent. That'd be great. I have some family members who would invite me in after saying something like that. Oh, Keenan, I'm sorry to hear that. Ow. So we'll use up the magic. Let's see if we can get to the next chest. And then we'll probably have to call it a night. But, that being said, I think next week we can probably finish this trial. I think. Whoa, these guys are all new. What? That's new. Just kidding. Throw a Pokeball. So the new Pokemon is good? My daughter's kind of humming and hawing about whether she wants it. She's still working on Arceus. Jesus. Hey, Dyesoft. You're just in time for the end of the stream. Oh, don't kill him. You suck. I guess that's a good time to end the stream. We're to go back to town anyway. Well, Pyro went up a level. I think she said she's pretty far along in Arceus, although she's not thinking about the story so much as trying to catch everything. Cameron figures that stuff out on her own. I mean, as in, I wouldn't even give her advice to go look something up. She just does her thing. You're not too far off, Namava, which is one of the things I love. Very independent. She's alert enough to see the bullshit around her when it comes to stuff like that. I'm not just talking about games, I just mean society in general. And like I said, it's one of the things I love. All right. that is going to do it for the first Shining Tuesday in a couple weeks. Thank you so much for hanging out. I don't think I've uploaded the most recent VOD from 2 weeks ago, so I'll have to get that up this week, and hopefully this one will be up right after that. Hey, listen, thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks for that $50 donation tonight. Thanks for the sub, Jaspertine. And of course, please remember to stay safe and be kind to one another. All my American friends, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hope to see some of you on Thursday night. I'm going to be playing Ys 3, Wanderers from Ys. In the meantime, like I said, stay safe, be kind to one another. Have a great week. Have a great weekend if I don't see you. And hopefully talk to you on Thursday. Good night.
Listen up, mistress, and you too, sisters. Let's talk about something that's a real brain twister. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Which are good, which are bad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mom or ask your dad. Drink a little water. Take the doctor's pill. Drugs can make you better when you're feeling ill. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Which are good, which are bad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mama, ask your dad. There's lots of other drugs that sure have a flaw. Watch it now, man. It's trouble with the law. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Which are good, which are bad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mama, ask your dad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Which are good, which are bad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mama, ask your dad.